Hello everybody, welcome to another directed draw. Today we're going to be drawing a crown. So even though it says crown, we'll be drawing a few different kinds of crowns and a tiara, because a tiara is a little bit different than a crown. So let's get started. Alright, change my color. So to draw a crown, I did like a mini little lesson on another one. I forget which one it was. I think it was the ballerina that I did a little tutorial on how to do a crown. So the first way to do it, and it's probably the easiest, is you're going to start by writing the capital letter W. So go ahead and draw that. Once you do that, I'm going to do 2 lines down, and I'm going to start from this end, and you're going to go straight down like this. Same thing on the other side, you're going to go straight down like this and connect it with a curve. Okay. And then I like to put a line right here. So that's kind of like the base of the crown. And sometimes you can put like a jewel or something in the middle, and you can do like an oval for that. Or if you've watched my other tutorial on how to do crystals and gems and things, you can draw one of those in the center. Sometimes I like to put some little circles on top of the points around the crown. And if you really want to be fancy, you can put the other points in the back. So to do that, we're going to put them right here in between these lines. And they're going to be shorter, but they're upside down V's. And then they'll have your little circles on the back. So it kind of looks like those are in the back. Okay, so that's crown number 1. The next crown that I'll draw is, it's going to be a little bit more, it's going to have more of these pointy parts. So you're going to be drawing a lot of W's. Or I'm just going to call them zigzags. So I'm going to start at the top and go down, up, down, up. So there's one W. I'm going to do another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then just like the other one, I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to do a line down and a line down on the other side. And then I'm going to close it with a curve, just like the first one we did. But for this one, we're going to make it a little fancy. So I am going to put my pencil right here. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 curved lines, like that. Then I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing. 1, 2, and 3. And then from here, I'm going to do some more curved lines, but they're going to go across. So I'm going to just do a few of these like that. And then I'm going to erase these lines right here on the sides. So I forgot to mention, remember when we're drawing, try to do it lightly so when you go back to erase it, it'll be a lot easier and you're not going to have any of the lines in the back. Okay. So now, from here, whoops, that is an eraser, not a pencil. From here, I'm going to do a tiny line down and a tiny line down like that. And then from this side, I'm going to do like a letter C kind of shape. Same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to come around and connect it with a curve. I know sometimes that's hard. I like to turn my paper sideways. And go nice and slow until I meet the other side, and then I'll turn it back around. Okay. So that kind of shows the bottom of the crown. Or if you like the way it looked before, you can just leave it like that, and that's completely fine. Okay, so we'll keep it like that. I'm going to go ahead and add some spots in this one, because if you look at some pictures of some crowns, they have like a fuzzy kind of thing on the bottom of the crown, and this is what that is. And I'm just drawing little dots here and there. And usually it's kind of fuzzy. So we have that. And then I'm going to do the same thing as we did before and just put circles on the points of the crown. And this kind of looks like the crown a king would wear. So, let me see. Now I'm curious about what the crown was for one of the Disney characters. Let's see. All right. So if you've seen bed knobs and broomsticks, this is the crown the lion wears when they go to that place and they're playing, I think it's like rugby, which is kind of like football. And there's a lion who has a king's robe on, and he has this really big crown on his head, and it looks exactly like that. Now, if you want to draw Elsa's crown, I know some of you guys really like that one. I'm going to make this crown smaller so I have a little more room on this side. Okay, so if you want to draw Elsa's crown, hers is kind of simple, but it looks really complicated. So to start, I'm going to start up here, and I'm going to come down around like this. And then going back to the top, I'm going to do the same shape, but the opposite direction, and go down like this. So it kind of looks like a leaf. So let me do that again. You're going to kind of come down and around like this, down and around on the other side, like that. Okay. I'm actually going to make this one smaller. Put that there. And I'll move this one over here. And Elsa's crown, I'll put right in the middle. Okay, so after you do that, we're going to do like an oval shape kind of thing. So it's kind of like the same shape. I'm going to start right here in the middle. I'm going to come down and I'm going to connect it. Come down and connect it. So that's the inside of her crown. She has like this little jewel thing. Okay, so now I'm going to trace the outside of this shape. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to come around. It gets a little thicker here, and then I'm going to stop. Same thing on the other side, thin, then kind of wider, and come here. And then you're going to do a number 7. So I'm going to put my pencil here, right next to it. I'm not connecting it, but I'm going to go 1 and 2 like that. So it looks like a rounded 7. So like that. This is the number 7. And this is what it should look like. This back line is curved. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. like that. And then you're going to do exactly what we did for this one where we traced it, except you're going to come here to the point. This is going to be pointy, so it's going to be a letter V like that. Same thing on the other side. And then you're going to come around like that. That one's a little bit thick. Try coming back this way. Okay, down, around. Okay, so you have something like that. And then what it does is we're going to have two little points. So they're like upside down V's or sideways V's. And that's going to go right here. And you're going to go V, upside down V, upside down V. And then from here, you'll connect the lines. Okay, there's two more. And I promise that's the last two. And one of them, so you're going to draw a line like this, a short line out. One is a V, and it's going to go up like this and curve back around. Up and curve back around. And then the last one is going to be like a triangle. So I'm going to draw another short line. So make sure you're keeping it short. Let me get some water real quick. All right. And you're going to do a line up like this. This one's a little taller. And then we're going to do, from this point, you're going to do a diagonal line this way. Okay. If you draw this big enough, you could probably make it, and you can actually wear it. So if you're going to do that, what you're going to do is, this was going to be a lot bigger. It's going to be about the size of the page. And then you'll just draw a line out like that, and you'll cut it. And then you can tape it together, glue it together, and put it on your head. And you can play like Elsa. So on the inside of this one is another triangle. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw a triangle. Whoops. Following the lines like that and like that. Okay. And so if this was drawn on someone's head, like if you drew Elsa or drew a character or a person, then all you have to do is kind of go down here like that and then kind of close it with a curve. Whoops, cannot draw today. I think it's because I did not warm up. So there is Elsa's crown. I'm going to move this. I'm going to make it smaller. And then I'll put it up here. Okay. So this is actually kind of like a tiara. It's not actually a crown, but we're doing both. So I'm going to show you the crown and the tiaras. Okay. So I have no idea why my voice is going. I think it's because I've been doing a lot of these recordings and just talking nonstop. So I apologize for my voice being a little scratchy. Now, another kind of tiara you can do, and this one's also an easy way to do it, is you're going to do a curved line like this, maybe a little shorter, like that. And then what you do is you can kind of do whatever shapes and lines that you want. So if you did my other warm-up video where we did these kind of lines, and we just drew like kind of springy lines like this. We can use that and put it on a crown, or a tiara, I mean. So you start at the end and you do these loops, and as you go to the center, it gets bigger and bigger, and then it gets smaller down the other side. And that kind of looks like a crown. So you could do that. Okay, that's an option. Or I'm going to draw another one like this. Or you can do upside down U shapes, like when we did the umbrella. So if we did our umbrella here, and we did these shapes, you can do that for your tiara. So go up, down, up. And then as you get to the center, it gets bigger, and then it comes back down, and you do smaller ones. Okay, so that can be another crown. This actually kind of looks like Ursula's crown from The Little Mermaid. And then you can add little things on top, like circles for gems, or like even here, you can add little details. You can do upside down U's like this, and do something like that. But this is another very simple one that you can do. You can do a heart tiara. So you're going to draw that curved line again, and then you're going to start right in the middle, and you will draw your heart like this, and then you can do some more hearts on the side. Okay, if you'd like to. Another one is you can do that same curved line, and you can do a circle and do leaf shapes like this. And then you can just keep doing those smaller leaf shapes on the side like that. And if you want like jewels, you can just add a little leaf shape, smaller leaf shape in the center. So that can be another one. This actually reminds me of, whoops, where'd it go? It actually reminds me of Anna's coronation crown in the new movie Frozen 2. I don't think that's what it actually looks like, but it's very similar. So another crown type you can do is you can do like a flattened U curve, and you can go up on both sides like this, go down and do the letter V, both sides, whoops, go down and up, like that, so that these points are all at different levels, so they're not on the same level. So the top one is here, the second ones are here, and the third ones are down here. So it kind of looks like it's spread out and it's getting smaller. And again, you can put little circles on the end, like that. And if you want to do a ridge, all you have to do is do a little C on the outside of the line and curve it and curve back around on the other side, like that. And you can do a diamond shape right here for the jewel. So that's another one. So these are just a couple crown shapes. If I find any other ones that look interesting, I will definitely do another video and add it. Let me just look up Anna's tiara real quick. And see what that looks like. It looks very fancy. So hers, let me zoom in a little bit. Hers, you do a curve. And then you do another curve right above it. And close it. And it's braided. But that's a lot of detail. So what you can do for a braid is just do an X. So you just do X's all the way across. Like that. Well, I guess it's not braided. It has leaves, but again, too much detail, so this is okay. And then I'm going to start in the middle, and you curve up like this, and then curve down. And then you do a few more, but they're smaller, like this. Okay. So you have a kind of big one, small, small. Okay. And then she has little things that go up like that. That kind of look like hearts. So you can draw like a heart here. And then the middle part is like a flower. So you go do like a leaf, and it goes down, and then you do more leaves. And that's on all of them. My pen is a little thick, but it's okay. So it kind of looks like that. So you're not coloring it in, it's just my pen is, it's not a small shape. It's going to look like these. Okay. So that's what it is. All right. So there are some crowns and tiaras. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you tag me if you draw anything with these, or you just practice drawing the crowns by itself, or if you even make one of those crowns and put them on your head. That'd be awesome. That's a fun craft to do. You can make your own crowns. And I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, washing your hands, and I will see you next time.